Hello, we're now into our yoga session. So tonight, as promised from the week before, this is about flexibility and strength. So a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more powerful practice. But with that said, it's not power yoga. It still is a nice Hatha yoga practice. So I'm going to get you started by lying on your back. Bring your knees flat, or your feet flat on the floor and your knees bent. So stabilize your spine. Bring your arms alongside your body with your palms down. And then just kind of do a little wiggle of your shoulders, wiggle of your body. And start to own your space. And find a little bit of stillness where we can come into our breath. So I'm going to take a nice long inhale, fill up your lungs. Exhale, let everything out. Do that a few more times. Inhale, big inhale up. Exhale, let everything go. One more time. Inhale it up. Exhale, let it go. Let's bring our hands together and rub your hands vigorously together. Create some heat. And then once your hands are nice and warmed up, just cup your eyeballs. We'll settle in there for just a couple of breaths so we can bring ourselves to some stillness. Now we're going to bring the left knee into our chest, extend the right leg nice and long. So really hug that knee in. And then point your toe and flex your foot. And make some ankle circles. Get some mobility into those ankles. A few one way, go a few another. And then we're going to bend the right leg, take the left ankle across, reach between to make the figure four. So into a little reverse pigeon. Tuck those knees in. You want to wiggle your toes. They're free from shoes, free from socks. Give them a little wiggle. Really hug those knees in. Give your glutes a nice stretch. We're going to drop the right foot down and cross that left knee. So bring both feet down to the ground with the knees bent. Arms back one side. Press into your feet, come up into a bridge. So in bridge, we want to try to be a straight line from our shoulders, chest, the belly, the thighs, the quads, the knees. Let the palms roll away from one another. Let the fingers and the palms go up towards the sky. And then straighten your fingers, curl them in. Straighten and curl, and then just let them soften. Press back into your feet and breathe. We're going to drop one vertebrae at a time. So I'm going to count. So start dropping from the top of your back down. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Close your eyes. Take a nice big inhale. And a nice exhale. We'll bring the right knee into our chest. Extend the left leg nice and long. Really hug that knee in, create some space in your belly. And then point your toes, flex your foot, point and flex, a little bit of love for our shins and our calves. And we'll want to make some ankle circles, so go nice and slow with those toes and the ankles. Do one way, do the other. And then we're going to bend the left leg, take that right ankle over top, open up through that hip flexor, reach between to make the number 4, back into our first pigeon. Again, play with your toes. Expand, sink. While we get a nice glute stretch. Then we'll hold it. And we'll uncross. We'll bring both feet back to the ground with the knees bent. Arms down by your side. And we're going to flow our bridge this time. So we're going to press into our feet, lift the hips, lift the arms up. Back of the hand kisses the top of your foot. Inhale and then exhale, bring it back down, bring the fingertips down to the ground. Inhale, lengthen through your upper body. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your thighs. Keep that core engaged. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it down. 2 more. Find your breath. Extend everything nice and long. 1 more, bring it all the way up. Exhale, bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Maybe do a little rock side to side. Then we're going to drop the knees. Either side does not matter. You're going to roll yourself over and come up into a table position. So we're going to stack our knees under our hips. Bring our wrists underneath our hands. Then let's flap the tops of the feet. Ground, create some space, create some left flow there. Extend your left leg nice and long in line with your hips. Then extend your right hand with the thumb up to the sky. On your next breath, you're going to bring your elbow to your knee, round your pelvis, round your back. Extend and lengthen. Think about lengthening your spine. Round it, elbow to the knee. 1 more time. Extend and round. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Beautiful. Bring that hand down, bring the knee down. Now, I have my left leg up, so I'm going to pivot my right knee to the side to come into a side plank. Lift up that left arm up to the sky. And then we're going to bring it down onto our hip or behind your head, one or the other. And you're going to lift your foot, lift your leg, up and lower it. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 1 more time. Lift and lower. Now we're going to pivot back to the long side of your mat. You're going to take that left foot right through, bring it into a low lunge. So into low lunge, your ankle and your knee are stacked in front of each other. And we're going to do a little rock here. So curl the back toes, lift your body up, drop your head towards your knee, straighten that back leg, and try to drop the heel down towards the ground. Come back to your low lunge, so drop the knee, open through that hip flexor. Lift the back leg, straighten both legs. Nose to the knee. Drop it down. One more time. Lift up. Expand through your back. Get a nice stretch there as well. Drop the knee down towards the ground. Okay, uncurl the toes. Right hand comes right beside your foot, your left foot. Left hand comes up to the sky, and you're rotating over that front knee. Nice revolved lunge. Bring your hands back down. We're going to kick that foot back into that tabletop position. So rock side to side. And we're going to take that over to the other side. So let's kick the right foot back. Left hand up. Think about space. Think about creating lots of room in your vertebrae. Then elbow to knee, nose to knee, round your back. Extend. Try to find the rhythm of your breath here. Round. And extend. One more time, round. And extend and hold it there. You're going to bring that hand down. And then you're going to pivot the opposite knee. I'm just going to turn around so you can see me. Pivot the opposite knee. Come to that side plank. So wrist underneath your shoulder. Hand opening up your chest. So roll chest open. And then you're going to lift the foot up and down. A couple more times. Down and up. And then you're going to rotate. Bring that back foot forward into that low lunge. So ankle stacked over the knee stacked over the ankle. Curl the back toes. Lift yourself up, straighten both legs, nose to knee. Say hello to your calves. Drop back down. Inhale, rise. Stretch through that upper back as well. Stretch through your arms. Drop it down. 2 more times. Take it up. And down. All the way up. We'll hold this one for a breath or two. We'll drop that back knee. Uncurl the toes. Bring that left hand closer to your foot. Right hand comes up. Big twist over that front leg. And breathe. Both hands are going to come back down to the ground. You're going to kick that back leg back so you're into table. Walk your hands so your wrists are right underneath your shoulders. Walk your feet back. Bring yourself into a nice high plank. So squeeze your glutes, squeeze your thighs. Bring your heart and your lungs forward. Press your heels back. So we're going to do a little seesaw here. So chest forward, heels back. Chest forward, heels back. One more time. Chest forward, heels back. Drop yourself nice and slow all the way down the ground. So bend those elbows. Lower nice and slow. Come on down to the ground. Uncurl your toes. Bring the tops of your feet to the ground. Hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up just to a little baby back bend. Drop your forehead down. Maybe you come up a little higher. Drop to the ground. Then maybe you come with the arms all the way extended, but listen to your body, into an upward facing dog. Press in your hands, press yourself back into a child's pose. And breathe, sink your glutes into your heels. Let everything soften, let everything get heavy here. Let the glutes and gravity create lots of space in the back body. Walk your hands forward, reach forward. Stretch that upper back. We do a lot of back training. Give it a nice stretch and then drop down. Enjoy a couple of breaths here. slowly using your core strength, bring yourself back up into tabletop position. Let's take the left leg nice and long, coming onto the toes. You're going to press back, engage to your calves, really press into them. Feel that muscle. Come forward, press back, and come forward. One more time. Bring that knee back in. Take the other leg nice and long, right up onto the toes. Give those calves a stretch. Press the heel back. Forward. Press the heel back. Oh, yeah. Do that one more time. Press back. Bring that knee in line with the other one. Curl both toes. Think about your tailbone going all the way up to the sky as you press yourself up into a downward facing dog. So spread your fingers wide, wide, wide like starfish. Rotate your shoulders, elbow points, the inside of the elbows coming towards the front of the mat. Press your chest towards your thigh. Press your heels towards the ground. Now go for a little walk, but I want you to go slow enough that you're going to feel that connection to your calves. Bend one leg, straighten the other, continuing to press your chest towards your thighs, tailbone towards the sky. A couple more each side. And then both heels towards the ground, a small bend into your knees, chest towards your thighs. And we're going to tippy toe all the way to the front of your mat. Like move your hands, come to the front of your mat. Hang out here into a forward fold. So wrap the back of your legs, back of your quads. You can wrap it around, bring your nose towards your knees. Take the tailbone up towards the sky. Hug yourself in. And breathe. Bring your hands down to the ground. Now bend those knees and come to sit into a chair. So if your hands, if that's a little too intense for your hands, you can bring your hands to your heart center or just lower them a little bit, whatever feels good for you. We're going to slowly rise, and as you rise, you're going to step the right foot back and come into a high lunge. So that front knee stacked over, back leg is still up, as if you're going to do a little run, runner's lunge. And breathe. We're going to drop the back heel, twist it to step to the side, come into a warrior two. So that front knee still going to be nice and bent, arms in line with your body, torso stacked. Take your gaze to look over your front fingertips. Turn your front hand up to the sky, reach forward, so hinge, 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 and then come into a reverse warrior. Still keeping that front knee nice and bent, hinge down towards the back. Breathe. And then start to hinge forward, keeping the bend in the knee. You're gonna bring that elbow to the front, arm up and over. Try not to collapse into that front. You're gonna pivot your hands down to the mat, step the back foot to the front, hang it into a forward fold, shake your head no. Put a bend into your knees, take your arms up to the side, swan dive all the way up. Bring your hands up to the sky, palms together. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart center. Bring your arms alongside. Hang out here in mountain pose or Tadasana. If you want to grab some water, you're going to hang out here for 3 to 5 breaths. Find your stillness. Find that quietness. take that sequence one more time. So let's take a nice inhale all the way up. Exhale, swan dive down. Step or jump back into a downward facing dog. So once again, spread your fingers. Turn those elbow points towards the front of your mat. Press your chest towards your thighs. Tailbone towards the sky. Go for that nice little walk. Side to side. Really feel the connection. And then we'll press both heels down towards the ground, chest towards the thighs, tailbone towards the sky. Breathe. Up on the balls of your feet and tippy toe to the front of your mat. Move your hands at the same time, all the way up. This time, let's grab opposite elbows. Hang out a little ragdoll. Maybe you want to rock side to side. Creating some space in our back. Bring your hands back down to the ground, nose towards your knees. Soften through the knees. And let's sit into our chair. So nice, strong chair pose. Pick up those toes, wiggle those toes. Or you're holding on to the world with the toes, give them a break. As you start to rise, you're going to take the left foot back. Into that high lunge, find your balance. Ankle and knee stacked over top of each other. Getting ready as if you're ready to run. And breathe. Fingers are strong. Everything's nice and strong and dynamic. One more big breath here. You're going to drop the back ankle, turn to 45 degrees. Chest, hips, everything from the long side of your mat. Come backwards now. Keeping that big bend into that front knee. Take your gaze to look over your front fingertips. Turn your front palm up. Reach forward. So one big, 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 big hinge, big bend in that front knee. Scoop everything up. Come into your reverse warrior. Keeping that bend in your knee, start to hinge your body forward. Elbow and forearm rest softly on your thigh, opposite arm up and over into a nice side angle. Using your core strength, bring yourself back to warrior. Bring your arms up towards the sky and then pivot your toes into a wide-legged straddle, kind of pointing towards me or pointing towards each other. Gonna hinge at the hips. Nice and slow, bring your head down to the ground, bring your hands down to the ground. Shake your head. Side to side. Bring your right hand underneath your nose. Now, as if you're drawing a bow and arrow, pull the left hand up alongside your body and then start to twist. Your head and your gaze go up towards the hand. Core is nice and tight. Drop that hand down and then come to a flat back. So bring your hands to your hips. Head's coming towards me, unless you're the other way. Give yourself nice. And then let everything go. Drop back down, drop the hip, drop the hands. Shake your head no. Nice and slowly. Bring your right hand underneath your nose, and then we're going to do that bow and arrow as we pull up alongside our body. The arm goes up. And then the gaze looks up. Core is nice and tight. Bring the hand back in. We're going to come to that flat back, Hatha. Exhale and fold. And then pivot yourself all the way so that you're pointing towards back to the front of your mat. Take your front foot back into a downward facing dog. Press your chest towards your thighs. Create lots of space. Come down onto your knees. Uncurl your toes. Press your glutes back towards your heels. Sink down into a well-deserved child's pose. We're going to come back up to table. We're going to extend the right leg nice and long. Bring that right hand kind of underneath our shoulder, underneath our body, stabilized. Left hand is going to come behind our ear. So the elbow is bent. Bend it. Bring your elbow towards your other elbow. Elbow to elbow. And then open the elbow up and away and create a nice big twist for your back. Bring it back in, elbow to elbow. Open it up. Go to the other side. One more. Sorry, do one more. Ooh. Bring it up. Take that upper arm up towards the sky. Now bring that upper arm up and around your back. So it either is going to sit on your lower back or bind around your waist. Opening up through your chest. Big chest open. Beautiful. Come on back down into a tabletop position. Rock side to side. Let's drive the opposite foot back. Bring that hand underneath, create some stability. So my left hand's coming to balance. Right hand up. Elbows bent. So elbow to elbow. Take the elbow away. Open your chest to the side, to the front. Bring it back in. And open. Bring it down. Open it up. We'll leave it here. If it feels good, take the arm up towards the sky. Can you get a little bit twist? Bigger twist. So you can stay right there. You can bring the arm back of the hand, back of your back, or tuck it around, bind, and then open up. And breathe. And then we'll come out of that. Bring both knees back in line. You're just going to drop one glute down to the ground. Kick your feet to the front of your mat. Have your knees bent. Grab the back of the thighs. Lift their legs up into the air. Hug the left knee in. Hug the right knee. Press through your heels. Left and right. Let's do one more. Left and right. Both hands here. Roll yourself slow. Unless you want to drop, just drop and flop. Roll all the way back. Bring your legs straight up to the sky. Bring your arms into a T with the palms. Open up towards the sky. Take a nice deep breath. And breathe. Bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself that little hug. We're going to hug that in. We're going to keep the left knee hugged in. And you're going to press through the heel of your right foot. Take the leg away. So you're pressing through. It's at about a 30 degrees. Bring that knee back in. Same leg, we're going to press through the heel, but the leg's going to come a little higher up. Press through the heel. Bring it back in. This time it's going to go a little further up. Press through the heel. Hamstrings are going to love us for this one. Bring that knee back in. And this time, if you can press the heel straight up. You're going to take the other leg straight up, put a big bend in your knees, reach up to the soles of your feet, bring the feet away from one another. Using the strength of your hands, bring those knees down to your armpits so that you give yourself a nice quad stretch. So the quads deserve a nice stretch. Soften your eyes, soften your forehead. I'll bring the feet back together, hug both knees into your chest. And we're going to keep the right knee hugged in. You're going to press through the heel of your left foot to about 30 degrees. Engage with that muscle. Bring that knee back in. Press through again. This time comes up a little bit more. Feel that connection to the muscles of the back of your legs. Bring it back in. Press through again, a little higher up each time. Bring it back in. And this time, can you press through your heel, take it right up to the ceiling. And breathe. Take the other leg straight back up. Put a bend in both knees, reach back up. We're going to go back to our happy baby. So big bend in the knees. Use your hands to drive those knees down by your armpits, by your shoulders. You want to rock your baby side to side. Whatever feels good for you. Right now, my baby wants to stay still and really engage in those quads. So you can back off just a little bit. Find a little bit of a stress point. We're going to hold this. See if we can get deep down into our connective tissues. And soften your eyes. Soften your cheeks. Soften your jaw. Slowly bring your feet back in line. Drop the feet down to the ground. Press into your feet. Lift yourself back up into that bridge. Bring your arms up overhead. And let's just gently flow. Just close your eyes. Find your inhales. Find your exhales. Lift the hips. Lift the arms. Lost your back. Lost your hips. Lift it. Enjoy one more. Drop the glutes down. Bring your knees in your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Rock side to side. Massage your lower back. We'll come back to center. Let's take our right leg nice and long. Bring that heel to the outside corner of the mat. Let's take our left leg nice and long, bringing that heel to the outside corner of our mat. Bring your arms down beside your body. If you want to wiggle or roll, wiggle your hips side to side, wiggle your shoulders, whatever's feeling good for you right now. Before we get to our final resting Shavasana. And let's sink and drop and melt. Enjoy a few moments of stillness as everything that we just put our body through resonates inside us. So continue to sink and melt and drop. Trust that will bring you back in a few moments. You get heavier each breath. Slowly start to make some movements with your fingers and toes. But once again, because you're in your own home, feel free to take a longer shavasana if that feels good for you. Listen to your body. What is it asking for? Otherwise, feel free to make some movements with your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your ankles. Maybe reach your arms up overhead. Give yourself a giant stretch. Stretch and a yawn. Bring the knees towards your body as you roll over using your biceps as a little pillow. Here, breath into. And when you're ready, using that upper arm, bring yourself up to sitting, whatever comfortable for you. Let's reach our arms up towards the sky. Join your fingers, join your thumbs, join your palms. Take a nice big exhale, bring your hands down to your heart center. It's been an honor and a privilege to practice with you guys. I don't know about you, but my body said thank you and was loving it. Namaste. Until next time.